What's up, fellas? What's up with it? What it do? Get up in here. Y'all already know what time it is. It's time to go live. It's time to talk to you fellas for a little bit. I got a reaction video. We're gonna spend our time predominantly, our time on this reaction video and talk about it because it's definitely needed. I think we caught an imposter in the web, fellas. We caught an ex Kevin Samuels follower going against Kevin Samuels now that he's dead, right? But we're gonna get into it. The Cash App, the Rumble, and the Patreon is definitely in the chats. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, fellas. It's very important for you to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can be alerted on these videos. Fair use. Enjoy the show. Join me on Twitter, well, formerly known as Twitter, well, X now, at KC underscore red pill. Get at me in the Gmail. Get at me in that Patreon. Get at me on Rumble, fellas, and get me up to 5 subscribers or better on Rumble so we can definitely go live with this uncensored material. Remember to get at me on Rumble. It's very important. Now, we're going to talk about this. Kevin Samuels got a motherfucker hating on him, or is he keeping it real? I don't know. We're going to see. But one thing I do know for sure is that when Kevin Samuels was alive, the majority of these men, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, it don't matter what race, was following the shit out of his rhetoric. I mean, following his rhetoric. These dudes didn't wear suits. These dudes wasn't critiquing themselves. They weren't critiquing their words. These dudes was up to par, keeping their nails done, sharp type of, dress shoes and things of that sort, bifocal type frames, Gucci, Fendi frames, until Kevin Samuels came along. Let's keep it real. These dudes was not that. Yeah, suits and ties and all that been style. We know that. That'll never go nowhere. But when was it really prominent? Until Kevin Samuels came on. Let's keep it real. It wasn't never prominent until Kevin Samuels came along in this era. Now, in the 70s, 60s, and all that, yeah, they breeded suits and all that shit in the 1970s. But this era, young men wearing suits, vests, suspenders and things. What? And now he's dead. You guys are going against their brother. And I'm going to tell you what it is, fellas. New Era Music page on this motherfucker. What's good with it, man? 100. It ain't that he's dead, that these guys are moving away from the rhetoric. No, that ain't what it is. What it is that he's dead. These women are back to some bullshit. Remember, these women paused themselves up and they was trying to listen to Kevin Samuels. They was trying to go off that I gotta be a submissive woman in order to captivate a high value man. They was going off that shit. These women was riding with it, fellas. We had 2 years, 3 years of straight up motherfucking cooperation and submissive. You seen black women, especially black women. You see, like, what? Not Kevin said, no, he ain't changing these bitches. What's going on? Is he making a difference in manhood, mankind, or whatnot? What the fuck? It's someone that came down, right? This must be a prophet from the high above, from Jesus, right? We think these things, right? But now that he's gone, he's not here in the physical flesh. He's dead. And these guys don't really got no one to run to sell them hope, hoping that these women will be in order, hoping that they can put their chicks in place and be ahead of the household once again, like their forefathers did or their grandfathers and things, right? But Kevin's gone. Now these dudes ain't got that. And now by them not having that shit, they back to allowing women to run over them. They back to allowing women to control. They back to women, no. She's the prize. Not I, she is. Select Global in this motherfucker. Shouts out to the homie Select Global. We say Kevin Samuels died and the likes of Gorilla and Sexy Red blew up. Facts. Now you get what I'm saying. Now that Kevin Samuels is gone, these chicks is out of order. You know what I'm saying? They running rogue, fellas. They don't give a fuck no more. Remember, they gave a fuck for a couple years. Now they not giving a fuck. At least they act like they gave a fuck, right? But we're going to roll this footage and we're going to come back with my commentary. We're going to listen to this shit, fellas. And we're going to come back. Now, is he telling the truth? Is he keeping it real? Or is he hating on Kevin Samuels? Or was this guy a Kevin Samuels follower? I think he was. I'm sorry. But let's go. Hold up.
To bury the ghost of Kevin Samuels with Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was a terrorist. to the family dynamic, to the family structure. He was a terrorist. He convinced weak men to be weaker men. Any man that convinces a man that he's the prize and the woman isn't is your enemy. A good woman deserves everything on this earth and in the universe. She gives us children. She brings us.
Hold up. How the fuck is Kevin Samuels the enemy now? Now we got to bury the ghost of Kevin Samuels. Nigga, you was following Kevin Samuels right along with the rest of these buffoons. Let's keep it real. Now that Kevin Samuels gone, these women is misguided. You know what I'm saying? They back on their bullshit. And in order for you to get some play, you got to be doing what? Being back on their bullshit with them. You got to follow up behind them. And this is what y'all seeing here, fellas. This is a guy, I guarantee you, he was a Kevin Samuels worshiper. He was with that, you got to act right, baby. Fit, friendly, fit, feminine, and friendly, and you gotta dress proper. You gotta act friendly around. I got to take you around my colleagues. You got to cooperate with me. You got to obey. I am the man of the household. A lot of these guys was following that shit. Now that he's deceased, he's gone. Now these guys are back to their sucker lives. I'm sorry, fellas. And I'm not saying what Kevin Samuels was saying was all the way right 100%. It was to each his own. Whoever find favor in his rhetoric. Me personally, I'm not a marriage type guy, so I believe in me and what I want to do and what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. I got no problem with dumping a woman off if she don't listen to the matter of fact, fellas, a bitch. I'm sorry to tell you, but I'm gonna keep it real. A bitch is unattractive to me when she ain't following my shit. A bitch is unattractive to me when she's not listening to me. So I don't know what the fuck this dude here is saying. And the shit that Kevin Samuels was coming with, that's why I couldn't get with his rhetoric. Oh, I respect him 100%. And the things he was coming with, that shit fits for certain men, but it's not for every man. It does fit for certain men. I give him that. Oh, I give Kev that. But it's not for every man. And your average, no game having ass man, follow behind Kev. I'm sorry. Let's go. Let me see. New Era, what New Era say? That's not Kevin Samuels. That sounds like Steve Harvey. She can give you another you. What you mean that's not Kevin? That sounds like Steve. You talking that sound like Steve Harvey he's talking about? Yeah, I don't, yeah. You talking about this dude here, sitting here? Yeah, it's probably Steve Harvey Jr. Ain't no telling. He's a sucker. Select Global in this motherfucker. What you say? Oh, this dude right here is King Goofy. I never seen him before, bro. I never seen him. We give women children. Niggas will never get it. Facts. That motherfucker come up out of us, dog. Fuck you mean she buried the children, she birthed the children, she nurtures the children, huh? She wouldn't have none of that shit if my pipe wouldn't be leaking, right? Off into her. So let's keep the shit real. Let's go.
Peace, harmony, joy. She rubs our back. She turns our house into a home, our groceries into a meal. She nurtures our children. She nurtures us, even when we're in our ego and our pride. And you allow Kevin Samuels to ask your woman what she brings to the table? The woman is the table. But
oh, yes. This dude is definitely a King Goofy. She brings you meal. You bring the groceries in. She make your groceries into a meal. Nigga, I make my groceries into a meal. I make my house a motherfucking home. I decorate my shit. I do everything in my household because I want to do these things. And if I was to allow a woman to do these things, then I would choose to allow a woman to do these things, but that's not me. Which means that I can be self-sufficient and do things on my own. I can do things for myself. I don't really need a woman unless I want to get pleased, fellas. And that's where I'm at in life, KC. I'm not speaking about the next man. The next man may need that from a woman. He may need her to come and cook, clean, and do all these type of. I do my own shit, man. Now, if you want to participate and be involved with the shit I do, then okay, kudos. That's good. Ain't nothing wrong with having an assistance, right? But baby, this shit gonna get done without you. Because I got a life to live. I got the answer for my motherfucking self when I cross over. Fuck you. You ain't got the answer for me, and I so the fuck ain't got the answer for you. Let me see. Exactly, Steve Harvey all over again. Manager Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey to birth this motherfucker all day, every day. Let's go.
The majority of you men have nothing to place on that table. You're mentally deficient, you're financially deficient, you're emotionally deficient, you're spiritually deficient, and your masculinity is deficient. So if you want to pass like Kevin Samuels with multiple marriages, leaving the world where your children don't even respect you, of course follow him. But
damn, multiple motherfucking divorces and what? If I'm not mistaken, Kevin Samuels only had one divorce. He only got one daughter. I've talked to Kev before. He only got one daughter. He only was married once. He was engaged, I believe, 2 times or something like that. But he was only married once. See, this man coming up, fellas, with so much shit that don't even stick with Kev. He's coming up with so many things that don't stick with nothing just to justify why he's a sucker. Just to justify why he needs to bend over backward and give his woman the world and everything. And she don't have to do shit for him. Fuck you mean? What she supposed to do that? Just sit up there and look pretty and push out babies? Oh, no. Hell no. It's another element to this life, baby. And that's called following your fucking leader. It's called being programmed by your fucking leader. I'm sorry. This right here got me baffled, fellas. Dude sit up here and I guarantee you this dude was following behind Kevin Samuels like the rest of these dudes. Now they turn the other cheek that he's dead now. They sitting up and they listening to these women and they ain't got no one to run to for guidance and support and help and game. So they say, oh, fuck it. I'm going to throw in my cards, man. She got me. I'm going to listen to her. Yeah, a man is supposed to do these things. What the fuck was I doing listening to Kevin Samuels? No, fuck that. Let's bury the ghost of Kevin. No, you bury the ghost of Kevin Samuels. Those who believe in Kevin Samuels and pushing that rhetoric, fellas, they still doing their thing. They're going to live within that system because that's what they believe in. If that ain't what you believe in, don't believe in it. Shut your goddamn mouth, little homie. Get the hell off the steps and go trick. Do what the fuck you here to do. That's real game, bro. Shouts out to Pedro. What'd he say? That's the shit he says to the youngsters. You heard him on Shannon Sharp. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. And Tiger, what did Steve Harvey say? She makes this a home. Yeah, it's the same shit. Steve Harvey said that on Shannon Sharp. Yeah, that Club Shay Shay shit. A woman makes your house a home, man. Man, that old 70s shit. Get the fuck out of here. Let me see. Fact. He was married one to a single mom. That's why he said don't play house like KC or play stepdad. Facts. And I ain't never been married and I know these things. Never play house with a woman, fellas. I've done it. You ain't gonna do nothing but get your feelings caught up into playing house with a woman. You're gonna get your feelings caught up in her children. You're gonna get your feelings caught up in the comfort of that woman and being around her to where when it's time to detach, you ain't gonna want to detach. You ain't gonna know how to. You're gonna be running around. I want to see little Lacey. Motherfucking little Lacey ain't even your daughter. She's holding little Lacey back because she know that attachment is through her, towards little Lacey or little Mikey or something, right? These women know that shit. That's why you can't play house. You got to keep it all the way a buck and keep it 100 up front. You know what I'm saying? Never go in. And I've learned that when I was young, fellas. Never go in thinking that you could take that biological father's role. It's not going to happen. That's his job. He laid that motherfucking seed off into that chick and had that baby or had those kids. You fucking with what was his. So you can't come in and thinking that you're going to take it over and be the head. That's what most men get wrong and most men try to do. That's not your bloodline, homie. You create yours. And then you can have some kind of control, some kind of say-so, some kind of advice and support for what you created. But something that you can't create, that you ain't create, fellas, it can leave and dissipate. And it can leave real quick, ASAP. Just because she don't want you no more, she don't want the situation. Everything that comes with her must go with her, right? Of course. That's why I tell y'all that shit, man. Don't do it. Let's go. Let's roll this video.
That man's ghost needs to be put in the grave where it belongs because it's not beneficial to us as a whole. The woman needs to be uplifted. The woman needs to be loved. The woman needs to be nurtured, because that's what providers do until she's able to become whole herself. She's been broken. She doesn't trust us. She's been betrayed. She doesn't.
That's her motherfucking problem. She's been broken. That's her problem. She allowed multiple men to break her spirit. That's her problem. She allowed multiple men to betray her, be untrustworthy, lie to her, stand her up, fake on her, pump and dump her. That's her fucking problem. She chose that. Fuck is wrong with you, man? I'm not taking accountability for no woman's fucking actions. I'm a man. I take accountability for my own actions and what I've done out here. So what? She's been broken. She come across me, she's gonna get broken even more. Especially if I ain't feeling the situation or she's trying to be manipulative. Oh, I can be extra manipulative just as well. I break her even more. And so that I'm supposed to put her back together because she's broken? She's shattered into pieces. What, KC supposed to be out here looking around like I'm looking for puzzle pieces? I got to put this puzzle together? Fuck no. I'm going to sweep that shit up and throw it away like it's garbage. Because it is garbage. I'm keeping it all the way real. Some women ain't meant for you to come in and try to protect, to try to secure. And ain't nothing wrong with providing and securing and protecting your woman, fellas, but make sure it's the right one. You don't do it for no any motherfucking woman. And how you know it's the right one, fellas? You got to send her through that programming. What they say, courting her out, vetting her, you got to do that. There's no other fucking way around it. When you come in automatically seeing them as, you know what I'm saying, this high figure, or you pedestalizing them because they are a woman, then you already lost. If that's the case, you need to go out there, little homie, and walk the streets and get every motherfucking hoe that's slanging that monkey on the street corner and put them together and uplift them and let them know, hey, look, check this out, man. You are a woman. You are a goddess. You are a queen. You shouldn't be doing these things. It's going to look at you like, how much money you got? She ain't trying to hear none of that shit. What you doing down here? You down here purchasing, or you down trying to preach? You down trying to preach, you need to take your ass behind the church somewhere. If you down here purchasing and up your money, little dog, okay, and turn around, walk away. Yeah, motherfucker, you can't save them. Can't save all of them. You can't save none of them. The only way you can save a woman or try to save a woman, fellas, is if she's willing to be saved. And if a woman is not willing to be saved, then get your ass away from her. That's real game. And you shouldn't come in with your cape on trying to save. She got to want to be saved, and you got to be willing to check out her attributes and think to yourself, hey, do I want to take this in or not? Do I want to deal with this or not? That's when it becomes your situation. The ball's in your court. I'm not just jumping out here and uplifting a woman because she's a woman and she have kids, she can bear children, and she nurture and she creates and all this old mother, what's what they call that shit? Damn, I fuck that shit. Mother nature type. Get the fuck out of here, man. Let's go.
And trust us. We don't protect her. She doesn't trust us. We don't provide for her. She doesn't trust us. But we have the audacity to listen to a man that had severe mommy issues. Man, allow Kevin Samuels' ghost to be buried with the body. And if
motherfucker, you got severe mommy issues. Every man on earth have had their moms in some way, shape, form, or fashion try to manipulate in some kind of way, whether it was with a smile on her face or she did it with a motherfucking switch or a belt in her hand, or try to get down on your ass in some kind of way. What are you talking about? Mommy issues. I never heard Kev talk about mommy issues. I never really heard Kev speak on his moms. Now, if he did, I don't know. There's something he made a call that I may have not caught, but I never heard that from Kevin Samuels. What I think this dude is doing is actually slandering, putting shit on motherfuckers that ain't there, because this man can't defend himself. He's not here. I don't really defend Kev in this situation, because these are like words of words. You say you heard these things. Some men say they ain't. I ain't never heard it. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to take you as a liar. And the reason why I'm going to take this dude as a liar, because he's already simping. A simping motherfucker is a liar. You know what I'm saying? He got to increase himself. He got to act as if he's big, broadly, and bold, just to, you know what I'm saying, win favor and validation over with women and people who may see him as such. Get the fuck out of here. You's a faker, homie. Now let's go. Let me see. New Era Music. Can't tell you how many times I tried to put my Batman cape on and try to save her when I was 18. Looking back, that shit was rough. Facts. Facts. You goddamn right. And it was rough because you made it rough, Pedro. And how you made it rough is because you went against your true nature, and your true nature was to not save her. But you went against it and you tried to save her. And it turned around and backfired on you. It's no different from motherfuckers writing when we was children. And I don't know about y'all now. Nowadays, I got tablets and shit like that. When y'all was in school, we was kids. We was straight pencil and paper. We had a computer, but it was a shit. The beginning ages of the computer, bitch, was the big box Apple type of Michael's. I don't know, this box type. They was bullshit. But that was his style then. So we used to write letters to the little chicks and shit. You know, you like me not. You know, you like me or not. We're gonna go out, we're gonna go, you gonna kiss me, you gonna go to the prom. Little shit like motherfuckers passing letters and shit. Guys sending poems and shit. Dudes doing all that sucker shit. I knew right then, and my big cousin put me up on it. He said, pay attention to the guys that sending poems and asking women out to proms and dates and shit like that in school. That 7th, 8th grade, fellas, 6th grade and shit. And I was paying attention. He said, pay attention to that and see how those women respond to those guys opposed to how they respond to the dudes that ain't giving them none of that shit. Dude, I was seeing them chicks, man, tear up them dudes' letters. I find them dudes' letters in the trash and shit. Valentine's Day, them dudes coming up there with them little heart candies and all type of shit. Bitches take that shit, pack that shit up and roll out, dog. And you see them out there on the football field, on a basketball court, or hanging out in the hallways with the motherfuckers who was ditching class or smoking weed in the bathrooms and shit. That's who they was kicking it with. The quote unquote, what you call them, bad boys, but I already know they ain't the bad. Them just the dudes who just didn't give a fuck. Them the dudes who lived on their own purpose and means at a young age, at a very young age. And that's real game, fellas. So I paid attention to that back then. So I already knew growing older that if you was to try to save these women, if you was to try to cape for these women, that ain't what they want. Fuck no, they don't want you caping for them and trying to save them. Hell, fuck, what? No. I want to live my life. I want to do what the fuck I want to do. And I'm going to do it when I want to do it. The only way a woman will try to display a nature of wanting to be saved, wanting to be protected and taken in and taken serious is when it's a chill, you know, I don't like to use that hit the wall shit, but you know, at times it could be when she's end of her rope or, you know, and she had enough guys and enough of them ain't took her serious and she finally get the picture. Okay, fuck, I done fucked about 5 or 10 guys and none of these guys taking me serious. Fuck, I got to settle with someone. My clock is ticking. Yeah. Other than that, man, they gonna live their life. They gonna do their thing. So I'm not coming in to trying to save. I'm not coming in caping, trying to take one of these bitches serious and put them on the team. Like, I'm not coming in to do that. I'm coming in to get mine. And that's what it is. Let's roll this video.
You guys take this the wrong way or get defensive about what I'm saying, you're a part of the problem. And some of you women are so broken, you listen to Kevin Samuels because you suffer from daddy issues. There's nothing more greater than a woman. She's the first gift to man. She must be protected and provided for by all means necessary. And we have to understand who's a terrorist to the family dynamic. I love y'all. Peace.
This nigga, man. This nigga walk back into the Airbnb. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. This dude's a clown. But like I was saying, fellas, yeah, you talking about, oh, the woman is broken and you know what I'm saying? Man, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Women are going to choose to do what they want to do, fellas. Ain't nothing you can do to save them. Ain't nothing you can do to protect them. They don't want your fucking protection. They know what the fuck they're doing. They don't need you to sit down and lecture them and scold them on the shit that they supposed to be doing and shit that they don't supposed to be doing. No, they know what's up. They know what it is. They look to have fun and secure what needs to be secure with them. They look to actually secure their benefits. That's it. Until no one is there to benefit them no more. And then they'll be, oh my God, the clock is ticking. It's ticking. It's what the fuck out of here. Hold up. I'm trying to see something else. It was something else I wanted to see on here. He said, Hold on, let me see something.
There's nothing more greater than a woman. She's the first gift to man. She must be protected and provided for by all means. And some of you women are so broken. You listen to Kevin Samuels because you suffer from daddy issues. There's nothing more greater than...
Yeah, there it is right there. That's my thing, fellas. Don't listen to that daddy issue. Hold up. Can't tell how many times. Okay. It's 18 there. That was Pedro. Okay. I thought you said something else. But don't believe that daddy issue shit. You got women, fellas, that was raised in a household with their mama and their father together. Been spoiled, treated right. Hell, some cases they've been structured and taught. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you want to place value on yourself, little Lucy, little Susan. You want to place value on yourself. You don't want to just give yourself away like that. You know, you want to keep yourself all the way real to where when it's time, when you get older, you want a man to respect you. You want a man to want to marry you. You want a man to want to provide and take you in. You want these things. You want a man that looks, that looks to you as if, you know what I'm saying, hey, shit, I got the one I want. I got the one I need. And you want to look to him like that, right? Put value on yourself. Some of these girls had that. Look, fellas, I know you got a lot of hood rat ass, pop that pussy type chicks that don't give a fuck about themselves. We know that, right? We know a lot of them chicks don't have fathers or father figures. We know a lot of them chicks come from impoverished backgrounds and experience, neighborhoods and things of that sort. We know these things, fellas. But you got to look at the flip side of the coin. Flip side of the coin, you got suburban women. You got women that got a mother and a father in the household. You got women out here that got a father as a preacher, an imam, a pastor. You got women out here that fathers that's heavy in certain political fields or whatnot. And they still slutting it. They still being a slore. They still don't give a fuck. They still passing that motherfucker around like it's Halloween candy, right? And they still having fun out here, which means what? Don't none of that shit means nothing. Daddy issues, mom, they don't mean nothing. It's how she is and how she is with a part of her growth and development. Now, if she's growing and developing and becoming a nymphomaniac, she wants to have fun with multiple men. She wants to experience multiple pipes and things of that sort. Then that's who she's going to be. Oh, trust me, they all got a downside to them, and it will come eventually. It's going to come. More so than us. We can be 80 years old, 90 years old, fella. We still want to poke something. You dig? We still out there active. You know, women is not necessarily like that, fellas. And I hear guys say that, no, KC, when women get older, they get freakier. That could be true. That could be so. But when they get older, they get real freakier and they still get, motherfuckers not taking them serious. Motherfuckers not fucking with them like that. They be having to pay. You got sugar mommies out here. Oh, they running round just like the sugar daddies. Let's keep it real. Let's not lie, right? Of course. And these are women that's been very active when they were younger. And now that they're older, they're in their sexual drive, they're sexually driven, and they're still feeling active. They're just not as active like they were when they're younger. And they got to pay, especially the right motherfucker that they highly into. Now, the motherfucker that just want a piece of ass and he's willing to trick and buy things of that sort, they don't care about that. That ain't nothing. They'll allow him to come around, pump a little couple times, and get out of here type of shit. Or he I fuck with him whenever I feel like fucking with him. But the one that they're highly into, they going to have to pay. Man, you'd be surprised how many older women in the 50s, 60s and shit like that, KC took him down. Man, shit, I busted motherfucking, man, I broke head rails out, took them down and left out that motherfucker with a nice check. I'm being honest. They got to pay, man. That's just what it is. Select Global. Never trust them niggas. They got to put the dramatic music in the background. Yeah, that old drama-filled ass music and shit. He'd have talked to his girlfriend about hey, baby, how do you think? You think it went well? Yeah, it went well. Now we can shut all these motherfuckers down. Fuck that Kevin Samuels shit. I'm going to do what the fuck I want. And she was the main one listening to Kevin Samuels, nigga sitting over there sending donations and all that shit in too, trying to get herself right. What can I do, Kev? What? Joining the motherfucking camera, getting shit at the camera. Kevin got them on camera, shitting on them, tell them that they average at best. Tell them what dress, ask them their dress size and fucking sock sizes and all type of shit. What the fuck? And these bitches falling for it. You know what I'm saying? Just extra dramatic, low self-esteem motherfucking chicks, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Lost Bubble Guts in this motherfucker. What's up with it, bro? Like, share, and subscribe. Y'all hit the notification bell. Fair use on everything I do. Fair use. I gotta say that. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, crazy. After losing Kevin Samuels, when you don't post anything a couple days, man, I worry nothing happens to you, man. Okay. 100. But I know it's just YouTube being a prick. Yeah. I'm straight, bro. I'm in good health, bro. I'm in good spirits and good health, bro. Only time, if KC get up out this motherfucker, like if I end up dying, motherfucker that ran up and hit me in the Uga Obligata. What's the name of that motherfucker in the back of your neck? The Uga, the Obligata or whatever. Motherfucker came up and crept me out, snuck me out like they did Sonny and what's that Bronx Tales. You know, so it's the only way a motherfucker gonna get me, man. Other than that, no, I'm in good health, man. I'm a good spirit. I ain't going nowhere. It's just them stopping my flow because I'm keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell y'all, fuck with me on Rumble. Go join me on Rumble. Then these worries won't have to come up, man. You know I'm all over this bitch. Join me on Twitter just as well. Hold up. X, formerly known as Twitter, at KC_Red Pill. Join me there, fellas. I ain't going nowhere, man. This game will never leave, man. That's real shit, bro. But shouts out to you, bro. And I definitely appreciate your support and concerns, bro. That's real shit. You know, that's much love, Lost Bubble Guts. You my dude, man. Much love, bro. But yeah, man. A lot of people are back on their bullshit. That's how you know, fellas, it's like a trend or a fad or something. You know what I'm saying? Something that came in and it just faded out. Kev came in with something new. Well, it's something that's been talked about and being heard. Multiple men have been said it, but not to the magnitude of how he put it. And it was refreshing. It was you know what I'm saying, rejuvenating, and it captivated a lot. It captured a lot of people's attention. I'm gonna keep it real. Now that he's gone, suckers are back on sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? They look at it like, oh, fuck, damn, I can't get the message no more. Kev ain't here actively pushing that message like that. He's not here. And these women are not listening to him. Because I'm going to keep it real. Kev had their attention. He had these chicks listening. Damn. And all the chicks he had listening was the chicks who was doing what? Running around, playing games, flaking and not keeping it real, shitting on dudes is keeping it real with them, running up behind the motherfuckers who ain't keeping it real, and they got tired of that shit. They wanted to answer, why am I like this? Why am I not finding the guy that's for me? They tuned in to Kev, and that gave them like an extra breath air to, you know, like an extra, breath of air to breathe again. It's like it uplifted them. Now that he's gone, they back to that same shit. They back to that same bullshit, fellas. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be all the way 100 with you. While these dudes was listening to Kev, I listened to some things Kev said. Something I got my own rhetoric. I got my own shit, fellas. So something Kev said was cool, and it was cool, but none of it really mattered to me. None of it really affected me. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know the game. I already know why these chicks can't find nothing that's 100. I already know why they can't hit their pinnacle and motherfuckers not keeping it real and why they not succeeding with men. I already know why. You know what I'm saying? Who don't know? A lot of guys don't know. They didn't know, but I already knew. That's why I never really fell off into Kev's rhetoric. But it was beneficial for those who really needed to hear it, because you do got family guys out here. You do got guys that want children and a wife and a dog and a white picket fence and all that other shit. You got men out here like that. Not every man wants to be a player. Not every man, is, comfortable with being alone, sleeping alone. Not every man is comfortable with doing his thing by himself in life. And nothing's wrong with that. We all ball here by ourselves. So I follow the lineage of actually the organics. I move off the organics of things. I'm by myself. That's what it is. Now, if you want to come along, baby, you can add your a little flavor or whatnot. You can come on through. And I'm definitely not going to shut you out. But at the same time, this wheel going to keep rolling with or without you. That's my model. That's my mentality, fellas. But everyone's not like me. Some men need the women for their wheels to keep rolling. That's not me. Like I said, may Kevin Samuel rest in peace. May he rest well. His rhetoric his videos are still up there. You guys can definitely go watch it. I don't find flaw into none of that shit. I just always knew and always know, and I know this is what it's going to be throughout mankind, is that women get to choose what the fuck they want to do in life and who they want to do it with. And ain't nothing no one can do about it or say about it. They're entitled to that, fellas. They do have free will. I'm not here to stop them and shut them down. I'm not here to judge them. You know, I'm not here. What's shouts out to Ramil? Shame, blame, and explain. I'm not here to do none of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? To stop these women in their tracks. And the reason why is because I control me and I'm getting mine. And that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Now, if she's willing to assist and be down with the programming, then I'm willing to program her and vet her through. You know, that's my thing. But if she's not willing to do it, then it's not no big deal to me. That's what I'm saying. A lot of guys, it's a big deal to them because they got that one night as they focus on that one chick and they want that one chick to do right by them. But you can't make a motherfucker do right by you. How you make a motherfucker do right by the situation is cut them the fuck off. And you do right by you. That's just what it is. You ain't got to pay no attention. They ain't there, right? And that's how they go. Motherfuckers, you can hate on Kevin Samuel. You can speak what he speak. He speak in his mind. Do your thing, homie. I'm not here to knock you. And none of that shit. But I don't agree with the shit he's saying. I know he's slandering Kev. I know he's lying. And he wants to become the new face of simps. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But one thing for sure, two things for certain. When you got guys like KC out here that can combat your rhetoric and your content that you putting out here, brother, you'll never flourish, nigga. And that's real game. Fucking simp. Talking, fuck that shit. A woman's broken because she wants to be broken. She allow herself to be broken. That's real shit. They ain't no different from you fellas running up in a goddamn, if you run up in a goddamn grocery store and start stealing up out of that motherfucker, what you think gonna happen? You gonna have employees, grocery shoppers, and all type of motherfuckers in there looking at you crazy. Some of them might stop you and try to stop you and take you down. If not, security and the police, if they're not there. I'm keeping it real, right? That's what it is. That means you ran in there, you made a decision to do these things. Now you're going to jail, you hit with a fine, you got a felony on your record and all type of shit. You bought that upon yourself. It ain't no different from a woman. She chose to fuck with these multiple guys who didn't want to take her serious. She knew they weren't going to take her serious. She was just sexually attracted to him and she was into him and she gave herself to him. So I'm supposed to fix her? Man, you got me fucked up. She going to fix herself by following my shit or she getting the hell out of here. And that's real game. Shouts out to Lost Bubble Gut, Select Global, Pedro, my dude, New Era Music in this motherfucker. Who else came up in this motherfucker? Yeah, that was it. And anybody else that skid past, much love to you. I'm about to get ready to go. I got to go get my hair cut. It was nice hollering at you fellas, man. And you definitely know I'm going to see you again until next time, but we definitely going to do that. But remember, go to Rumble. Join me on Rumble. Get me up to the 5 subscribers or better so we can go live. Join me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at KC_Red Like, share, subscribe, fellas. Fair use. Enjoy the show. The Cash App, the Rumble, and the Patreon links are definitely in the chats. Get at me, man. Get at me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Gmail is up there just as well. Get at me, fellas. Until next time. Holla.